Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade, and we will cover a bunch of auto trades today, and everything is auto trade. We will see a normal automated trade, and we will cover some of the signal automated trade. So, for the ones that just join us, if you give me 1 second, please. Yeah, sorry, we're doing some trades on the other side. For the ones just join us, if you look at the left corner market analyzer, on this empty pot right there, there is comes in a signal, and then the blue chart taking the same automated trade. On the market analyzer, there is 4 different automated trade, ATM strategy, and a fully automated trade. They're all taking the same signal, but depends if you would like to control the trades or not. So on the left upper corner, you will have a signal comes in here, and an ES signal sell 33.6325, target 33.5875. We are 13 ticks into that trade based on one contract. If you take the second one, it's the Nasdaq. We just fired the signal, and as you see here, the Nasdaq is entry 95.64, target 95.43, target hit. Based on one contract, you have 70 ticks into the profit, but on the chart on the automated trade, we are using 2 ticks, so that's why you see on the Nasdaq $930 and here 455, because the market analyzer based on one contract. So the total here based on the last entry signal, not the whole day, you can see it on the top. We are into the profit, 266 ticks into the profit based on the last entry signal. The same thing on the scalper on the right corner here. There is a scalper. It's the same thing. The ES have a scalper entry at 33.6325. We are 7 ticks into the profit. Nasdaq, we had an entry 95.7250, target 55.350, and I made 90 ticks into the profit based on one contract. The blue charts here, they are connected to the left upper corner. Then we cover the swing trading signal on the blue chart, and then the white charts we use is for the scalper, and we will be covering also the scalpers, which I love very much. And then also you can use an automated trade or an ATM strategy. I prefer personally like an ATM strategy because you can extend the target and take in a profit or secure in a profit, so you don't feel like totally useless when you are using the chart. You can interfere with the chart and you can make a decision if you like to make a decision. So I personally like to be in charge with my trades. I don't want to leave it just for a machine personally, but of course you can use fully automated and call it off if you that's what you prefer. And then we are going to cover some of different automated trade. We will come to it very soon. Our official time is 10 o'clock. Now we are a little bit ahead of time. It's 9:42. We are 15 minutes early. So we will be watching this market because suddenly this market dropped, and now it is like I cannot find a direction. So we're gonna wait till 10 o'clock our official time, and then we will cover what's going on in the market and with the other auto trades as well. And then we will be covering the basic auto trades. This is a different type of an auto trade. And as you see this is the new auto trade and is already in a trade. We will be covering a different type of an automated trade. This is a reverse entry as you see here, and it is beautifully enter that market. This is really, really nice. Let's look at the CL. And the CL took it short and is based on reversals, as you see. And it is picked the right timing to enter the market. And as you see how it entered the market, it is beautiful, and actually a normal human cannot catch it that fast on the reversal trade. And we had a beautiful run also before that, and it is really, really nice to trade. So a little bit here, a little bit there, then by 12 o'clock you're done and you're out of here. So this is the whole idea. By 12 o'clock we are done. We don't need to sit down all day long looking at it. Get your money and leave. That's it. So right now on the scalper also you can see the scalper give you an early indication. As you see here, the scalper is already now, look, there is a new signal on the ES and a new signal on the NASDAQ, which it is, if you are a swing trading on the left, you can see when there is a new a reversal, or if the trend is over, you can always keep your eye on the scalper, because it's going to give you an early prediction where to enter the market. And as we see here, this is really what you need to do. You need to follow signal, whether you are automated or you're manual. If we look at the NASDAQ, we have a huge drop at 9:30 and immediately turn around and enter the market based on a reversal. Let's look at the ES entry. Also on the ES entry, we enter the market, and there is a little resistance, is struggling in that area. Let's look at the YM. Also the YM, there is a clean right all the way to the target, 93.54. Below that there is a 93. So this is a clean right as well. And let's look at the Russell. And the Russell already dive in. Look, if you look, there is a lot of resistance area, which is going to be a little bit struggling for the Russell. And we cover the CL. No, there is no trade on the CL. I think a closed position on the CL. And the NASDAQ right now is climbing to the 900. So the whole idea here, folks, is we have $300-400 here. We have $100 here. There is no trade. And there is $170 here. There is a gold $60 here. And the YM, there is $190. You already crossed your $700-800 on those trades, and you are really done for today within seconds and get it over with. So on this, I have one gentleman is a new client. He has not been trading. He's been around for 1.5 months exactly. So after we installed everything for him, I said, I'm not going to put you on a full automated. He have everything. I said, but I want you to stay 1 week on that to learn the trick in the market. And a guy just coming out, been around for 1.5 months. He has to report every day his trades for me, and he's been nailing $500 a day. And he gets me off his back and he sent me picture. He showed me his P&L, and he nails 500. For a guy who's been trading for 1 month and a half, can deliver 500 a day. That's a very good. And the guy has no clue about NinjaTrader. I had to practically log in and show him how to load a chart and how to activate an auto trade. And this guy has, and he's not the only one there. We have another gentleman, Dora, just joined us. Also, she's doing much better than, and she's a brand new trader. She's doing extremely well, and she is determined on those trades. So, a matter of time, a little practice, 1 week or 2 weeks. I mean, how hard that is to just to nail your $1,000 or your $500 and get it over with. You don't have to be sitting in a trading room paying to somebody money. I mean, it is finished, it's over, and then your trailing stop is based on the floating fibs, and as you see, the trailing stops move based on your fibs, and there we go. We're done. We got it. So in reality, the auto trade is taking that trade and is giving you the entry, the target, the trailing stop. You don't have to do any tweaking. You don't have to spend the whole weekend optimization. You don't have to sit down and testing and back testing and all this. You come in the morning around 9:30. You turn it on. Once you see your goal, your daily goal, 500 or 1,000, whatever account you have, and then you either make it or break it by 11, 12 o'clock, and you're done. And on this system here, especially the scalper, if you start around 9:30, you should be walking away within an hour and done and over with. If this market moving, one day you're gonna get 500, another day you're gonna get 1,000, but then you are done, and everything is a history. So now it is a YM gold, as you see, Russell 230, CL is there is no trade, ES and Nasdaq, and all of them climb into your target, and you are done. So this is a really, and you can use 15 seconds if you want it to be fast, or you can use 30 seconds on the scalper. You decide which one you want. Some people like the 15-second, and some people like the 30-second. If you know how to dance around the fibs, you can easily get your daily target on the 15-second, because those, and it is a very nice, clean a chart, and there is not even a bar color. It is just the default setting from NinjaTrader bars color. And what is nice about it, you can see where is the support, resistance, and those are the most accurate fibs ever. So you can see where is the support, where is the resistance, and you can see exactly when the market is going to struggle and when the market is going back for a dive, or where is the support area, which we have covered that for almost 2 years here on live on the YouTube. So, and then you can determine, or you can predict, easily prediction, where is this market is going, and where probably, if you like, wanted to secure your money, you can secure your money and get it over with. So this is a really very good. It is in your package. You cannot buy it separately. There is nothing separate. You either have the full package or you don't. That's it. Because I know it is an important, even for an auto trade, is taking the entry and the exit. It is important for you to get to the rhythm of that market. At least if you sit down and practice for 1 week, that will help you when you want to go on a full speed with a fully automated trade. As an example here, you will at least you have the the feel about it, and you cannot just um, looking at numbers. What we need to the most important in the trade, and not just looking at the market. I mean, said 600 or 500 or 300. What is the most important? Where should I cash in on the $500-600, or should I stay on that trade and walk away with $1,000? This is a very, very important element to determine if you can um, um, decide which direction you can nail it. I'm sorry, I'm talking and there's a million people chatting with me and distract me. So I'm gonna stay a little bit quiet to get everything done. Just 1 second, guys. Somebody is asking me what I think about the market at the moment. Let me tell you, there is a lot of problems in the market, and if and one of the things, as I have covered before, once you look at your market analyzer, you can see the ES onto the buy Nasdaq to the buy, and on the YM is to the sell. It's not in sequence together, the Nasdaq YM. I mean, this is an easy way to look at it. And then if we look, we have a heavy resistant area here on the Nasdaq, where does not the Nasdaq belong to the long side today? You know, if neither the YM and the ES, it is in a very heavy chop area between support and resistance. They are very small, but I do not see long trades today. So yes, you gotta be careful with the trades, and try to avoid the at the moment the long trade on the Nasdaq and a YM. Let me try to see the CL. The CL, it is a genuine short. That's okay. I can accept that. But the Nasdaq and the ES, I don't see any long on those. So you gotta be careful on this. So we will see. We need we need to cross this projection at 51.25 on the Nasdaq, and I do not see any long trades today. All what I see is the short trades, and we will a bit choppy and a bit nasty as well. So you got to be very careful today how to approach the market. Thank you. The scalper cuts it again and immediately got into that trade. And let me look at the Nasdaq. Immediately cuts that trade. It's amazing. And the gold. Let me see the gold. The gold is amazing on the scalper. Okay, it came into the 1574. And let's look at the ES on the scalper. Well, it's going straight up to the target. There is a little resistance at 33.70, and it is all automated. You just need to, the reason I like the ATM, because I can secure some of my profit and play with it, or I can, it does extend itself to certain limitation, but you know, I can cover $200 on that one here. I can go to the Nasdaq. I can cover another little bit more. So uh, before you know it, you are. I mean, if you look on those scalpers here, you have over almost over $1,700 into the trade. This one is a flat. The gold 280. This one 870. 280 and 800, 900. Let's say 1100. CL is going south. 1100. Let's say 300 here. 1400, and let's say 300 here. You are already 1700 on those trades on the scalper. Let me go back and you calculate it yourself. 340 on the Nasdaq, 400 on the ES, CL. Now it is almost even. Russell, we crossed the 1000 and it's about to hit, and 260 and YM 200. So you know, let me see the Russell on the swing trading. Okay, on the swing trading, the blue chart has already hit the target and cashed in. I didn't catch it, but we have over $1,700 on there, and you are done trading. You're done. You know, what else you need to call it off? So let's look at it. This one here is about to hit the target. Nothing is gonna hold it. On the ES, we have 375, 285. This is a problem here. Look at this, guys. You don't need an indicator to see what's going on, because the system is calculating and taking everything. If we look at the Nasdaq, there is 958075. There is a resistance. We have a resistance here, and we have a resistance at 958325. So there is a problem to come in to this resistant area, and so if I want to, I can you know, tight up a little bit the trailing stop, and try to secure more of this profit. On the Russell, we are we have crossed the $1,000 trade on this Russell. YM is a flat. The gold came into the support area and now is going back. Immediately, you can make a decision on them, and because I have so many here, but you can put them next to each other, and all what you do, you manage the trade. Just manage the trade. Right? So you don't need to sit down and trying to figure out if this bar going up or down or up or down. No, you just look at it, and within seconds you make a decision if you want to tighten up the profit or you want to extend your target. You jump on the next one. One of the things you should say when you are trading this kind of trade, your job is done with this one. I'm done with it. I secured the profit. It is on a free ride. I'm not. It's not costing me any money. I'm done with it. It's over. I'm done. Either direction. I'm done with it. The ES, I secured some profit. I put it on the level. There is $400. I'm done with this job. My job with this ES is done. Go to the CL. Still, I tied up the stop loss on it. I'm done with this one. Russell, already everything tight, free ride. If I go down, it's $700. If I go up, it's gonna be around 1,200. I'm done with it. Gold, I'm already secured the profit. I'm not. It is a free ride. It's not costing me any dime, and then I'm done with it. YM, there is a problem with the YM on the resistance line. If I want to, I can say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna tighten the nut a little bit and then secure a little bit, because it seems like if this why I'm not able to cross the 293, does mean we have a problem and it's gonna go back. So at least I tied up the security on that. Uh, then on the let's go back to the Russell, and we are okay, and the ES we are okay. CL we're struggling. Okay, this is a good news on the Nasdaq. We are able. We need to cross that resistance line, right? That and if it's not, then it's going back to this area, 9573. So Russell, we still waiting to cash in. Also here it is waiting to break this number. So those are very uh, easily you can manage. How many charts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easily you can put them next to each other, 7 charts, and you take one contract on each, and you spread out your now we crossed the 2000 on those, and so and then what you do, you manage it within in no time. You can control those 7. Let's say we don't want to trade 7. I don't have money for the 7. If you go on one ES, one Nasdaq, one Dow Jones, that's you can clear it within $3,000. If you have $5,000, you can clear the CL. Plus, it is very important in the future to have an extra money. You cannot trade future on tight money. So, yes, in 5,000, probably you can get away with 2 contracts each, but then you are very tight. You cannot do that, because God forbid, if you cannot recognize when you are in problem, or you have a problem with the market, or the market is not willing to give any, and if you cannot spot it, immediate spot, then that can be very dangerous game. You should not be burning yourself by over-merge yourself with the futures or forex or whatever. So you always have to think about putting in $1,000 more or $2,000 more in your account, and especially if you are an amateur trader, you don't recognize markets when the market's in a very critical area, and if you cannot, because if we look at the Nasdaq, earlier it was in a very nasty area. It was in a very critical area. Now we start spacing out a little bit, and now we are out of that problem. If we are able to cross this resistance line at 95.8150, the second number we have to deal with is 95.8950, then it is 95.9550. So what we do, and this is where, let me look at the Nasdaq. What you do, you don't just shoot in the air, taking a trade. Hopefully, is gonna go with the wind. Then you are one trader, a really serious trader. We need a serious talk, because if I want to trade right now on the Nasdaq, I need to know where is the pullback, how much I'm investing, how much I'm getting back. So you don't just take a trade and hoping we're gonna go with the wind with it. On the pullback re-entry, the entry is right here, right in front of you, is a 95.68. This is the re-entry point on the Nasdaq. If I want to go long, I will put a limited order at 95.8250 limited order. So if this market cross that number here, then I will deal with it when it comes in here. So in other words, this market always on a daily basis comes in brackets. If we look or magnify the NASDAQ, we have $400 on that trade. And as you see, we have said 15 minutes ago that there is a problem on this double resistant area. So what does that mean? This is a decision. You can take your profit or you try to secure more profit, because when you see double support or a double resistance, most likely this market is going to struggle a bit. So there is an option here, two options. You either can secure more profit, and if this market decide to break that level, that's why we have the zones or separate package, because they are a total different, independent. And now as you see, the market finally, if we look on the NASDAQ here, you can see for the last 15 minutes, this NASDAQ was struggling, and it does not require any indicator to find out when you are in a trade, this market was in trouble. As you see here, there is a double resistance line, and the market stayed over 15 minutes struggling with that area. And finally, now this market broke that area, and now we are going to the next level, and the next level is 95.89. So this is, look at this, guys. Day after day, we do the same thing. And look at this. For 3 years, we have been showing on the YouTube accuracy. Look, where is this NASDAQ stopped? Look. And this is what is beauty about it. When you're trying to land an aircraft at night, you cannot see nothing. Yeah, and especially in the bad weather, the only thing you are relying on instruments. And your fibs are your instruments for landing. Because if you are a bit off, you're gonna crash. If you are a bit off, you are going to crash. It's not a matter if you are going to crash or not, it's when you are going to crash. So if you notice how this NASDAQ stopped at that fib line, and now if this one here we crossed it, the next level we need to worry about is 95, 95, 25. So right now, what you can do, this is one of the tricks which we have covered a lot on Saturday, how to do the trailing stop. And I got a lot of emails, and that surprised me that a lot of people did not know that. There is a lot of things we covered on Friday, and I find out there is a lot of amateur traders, they don't even know the basic about trailing stop and stop loss, how you can put it there. They just been using a dummy trailing stop. So right now, as you see here, we are on a $540 into the profit. And now this market is coming, trying to climb to that area. There is two options. We can go ahead and tighten up, or if you wanted to go farther and to see if this market gonna go farther, then what you do, you hide your trailing stop below a support line. Once this market go up to that area, then I will move the trailing stop to this area here, and under that area, and try follow the market and taking it by the hand until we hit the $1,000 on a trade. Why it is very important to hit the $1,000 trade? Two things is, when you are trading, the more you go live with your trade, the more you are putting your account in jeopardy. The less you trade in the market, the more you protect your account. So when we get a juicy steak between our teeth, we need to suck the blood out of it, because I don't want to go back to trading once I'm done with the NASDAQ. So as we see here, now it is, I can, right there, I can put it right under this one here. And if this market able to break that area, that's fine. Or I will be walking away with $585 on that trade. So this is where, because I don't want to go back to trade, gentlemen, because If you close it and you're dependent on the next signal, could be the next signal nothing but full of banana and there is nothing in it. Could be the next signal, and now the closer we get to 12 o'clock, the more the market is going to get quiet. So um, uh, you should not uh, say that's okay. I will take an auto trade and stop and make $100, and then I go back and then let the auto trade is the headache. No, this is the secret. The secret is not to take so many trades, and once you have a trade, you need to milk it as much as you can to the last drop. And this is what we have done to this one here. I could have milked it a little bit more, but no, we are done with it. Let's go back and I want to show you. This is an ES. It is going to the right direction. I have $600. I'm going to put both of them, and that's why I like the ATM. I don't like the fully, but you can do full automated trade. On the trailing stop one here, it is a minor florin fibs. On the second one, it is a major. So what I did now, if this ES fixing to break that one here, that's mean there is nothing left on this ES. Might as well take a profit on the $600 and call it off. Let's look at the gold. I think we still have a trade on the gold. On the gold right now we have a short position. It's the same story on the trailing stop one. And if it go and knock out the trailing stop two, that's okay. On the second trade we nailed $200 based on one contract. I'm fine with it. I can live with it. I'm okay with it. You know, there is nothing to worry about. And if this market is going to drop, I will close it on $500 and I am done for that trade. So once you start understand those rhythm, then when I am trading a real auto trade and like this one here, I need to. I mean, on this auto trade here, uh, it's fine. It's going up. There is a very tight trailing stop. It's doing what's supposed to be doing, and it's doing fine. But it is curiosity. I want to see if is anything gonna be holding my trade, as we see, or if we look at the 1 minute, because this is a 2 minute chart. And guys, this is what we have covered so many times on the target one and target two. They come in between 11 and 12. Those are institutional number. And on the institutional number, as you see, the first time I hit it, the institutional number, it was on the ES 33.74.25. Profit was taken, and it was not short. Profit was taken. And then when the profit was taken, came into the fib line at 33.71.50, and now is going back to test the institutional number. It is 33.74.25. 85% people don't know those numbers, and they don't exist everywhere, and they've been around for over 20 years. And the reason they've been around for 20 years, the reason they are still working, because nobody knows about those numbers. And I got them a long time ago from Luxembourg. So this is when we were trading the gold and the silver. But those numbers, they've been around for over 20 years and they still work until today. So there is nothing wrong with those numbers, and we know those numbers work perfect. So this is the target on that trade, and this is the institutional number is 337425. Profit taken the first time, and we'll see. And all the time, what happened, guys? If you look at it on the chart, this is for our customers only. If you have the Zone Plus, the Zone Plus is only for our members. It's not for the public. As you notice here, when the first time hit the target 2, profit taken goes back to target 1 and go back retest target 2. Now, 2 options. There is a target 3, but it's not between 10 and 12. It is for the afternoon. But as you see here, look at this. On the ES, they come in and a profit taken going back to retest the target one. And this has happened between 11 and 12. Sometimes it can come earlier. One of the tricks on those, once you hit target two, there is nothing left to do in the market for the next half an hour on the ES. And this poor amateur trader, he's sitting down with his auto trade, the basic auto trade, or trying to take a manual trade, and he has no clue. We are already on the target two, profit taking, nothing left on the table for the ES. And it is only 10:22 right now, and there is nothing left on the table. It's finished, it's done. Once you hit target two, it's done, it's over, there is nothing left. And they took the crumbs as well off the table. There is nothing left for you on the ES. So whoever took that ES, making the money is fine. But from right now, 10:23 till 12 o'clock, I challenge anyone can make a dime on an ES. It's finished. This one here is going to drive you crazy. It's going to go between target one and target two. You have to be very clever to scalp between target one and target two. You have to be an experienced, clever trader, knowing how to trade by. But now it's 10:23, it's done. And they did not just, it's finished. It is the crumbs off the table that cleaned it. There is nothing left on that trade to take. So if you are in a position with an ES like we do on the signal scalper, okay, there is a new signal on the CL sell position. And it is, as you see here, I don't believe in double top, double bottom. This is a kid stuff, but I can be looking at this 33, 73, 75, and I can see where is the problem. But I don't believe in double top, double bottom. Could be double top, triple top, triple doesn't. There is a lot of people highlight this, but for me, I use it as a fib line, and 33, 73, 75. So this market, I don't see is gonna break anywhere, and our target is 33.76. So this is let's see what else we still have on the trade. Let's go back to the Nasdaq. We were covering the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is done. We closed the Nasdaq. We did very well on the Nasdaq. We still have the ES, and we saw a CL entry target, and now it is. So we're okay. You know, we are okay on those, and we did very well also on the scalper with the ES. And this is more money than any professional trader has been around for 10 years can trade. You've done much better than he did. When I can get a guy, he has not been around the market. He's been around the market for 1 month and a half, and try to have him deliver 500 a day. Then I can make anyone do that. And I'm going to be quiet a little bit, get fresh coffee. I'll be right back. Thank you. Look, guys. Look, guys. Let me show you why it's done the ES. We came the first time on the ES profit taking. Look at this. Target 2 institutional number supposed to be between 11 and 12. Target 3 is for the afternoon. You have nothing to do with it. And after target 2, what happened? The market profit taking is right in front of you, and we have covered that every day almost. And now it's coming to retest target 1. And then what it does right now it is 10:36. We are 30 minutes ahead of time because normally they are between 11 and 12, except Friday on the first 2 hours. Now is going back to retest target 1, and that is going to drive all the amateur traders crazy because they will not understand why they're not making money or they cannot make money anymore. And as we see, it's done. It's finished. It's 10:37 and the market is done. It's finished. Nothing we can do. We nailed over $1,000 on that trade, on the scalpers. We finished a long time ago. And on this one here, we covered $1,000 trade on the ES. And we know why that trade has closed, because of the, look at this, it's going back to retest target 1 as we said, and it did. We said it's going to be profit taking on number 2, and it did. And then we said it's going to retest target 1, and it did. Now it's going to be from now to 12 o'clock, it's going to drive you banana between target 1 and target 2. Whether you are auto trading, manual trading, banana trading, you're not going to make it with the ES anymore. It's done. It's finished. Whoever made money, made money. Who did not, he did not. So by being sitting all day long in the market does not mean you will be making money. By activating your auto trade all day long, the same auto trade here, gentlemen, made 1,000. If I right-click that strategy again, it's going to lose money. It's not going to make money. It's the same auto trade, made you 1,000, and now because of we know what's going on the ES, the party is over on the ES. Elvis left the building. There is nothing left in here. And if I wanted to reload this strategy one more time, you're not going to be making money. You will be losing money. The party is over on the ES. It's finished. And now, from 10:39, and you mark my word to it, until 12 o'clock, you're not going to make money. And if you made one trade, this means by mistake, the market, it was blown to your favor. That's it. How to trade from now to 12 o'clock? If you cannot recognize it's finished, take a current out of your pocket, and probably you'll have better chances to use your current. Take a quarter. And do you think this ES going to go anywhere? No, it's not. You think it is, but it's not. And look what it happened. It's coming back to target 2. And now here where traders get lost, plus minus 1 bar in that area here. Look at this. Once you start, look. Once you start understand the trick in the market, look at this. Look. That maneuver you see every single day. You hit target 1, you hit target 2, profit taken goes back to target 1, and then go back retesting target 2, and then can this market can monkey us around for another half an hour, and not there is no direction anymore. It's finished, and it's gonna get tighter and tighter and tighter. Now we have a projection support right there, and 33, 72, 75 is gonna go back and forth. And this poor traders, they sit down and they cannot understand why they're not making money. So again, guys, if especially for the guys that want to auto trade, please don't say this is not your problem. It is your problem, because right now the same auto trade, if I want to reactivate it, I can reactivate it for you, and it's not going to make any money. How to reactivate the auto trade? You right click, you reload, and now we're going to start all over again for another round, $1,000 round. You know, do you think it's going to make money? The chances is going to be very slim to make money. And look at this. So what? From 9:30, sometimes you are done. Thank you, Vito. The trick here, from 9 to 12, you should be done. It does not have to be 12. Sometimes you start at 9, 9:30, you're done. Sometimes you start at 9, at 10:30 you are done. Sometimes you start at 9 and you stay all the way to 12 o'clock and you cannot pick up a dime in the market. Welcome to trading. You cannot be all honey every day. No, but the sooner the better. When we are done, the sooner the better, and it is over. And now we have rearmed the auto trade, but it's not gonna make money. It's gonna lose money. And so the idea by keep trading, this is a little bit more naive on the trader side thinking. By auto trading all day long, does mean there is more money? No. And so let's look at the NASDAQ. The ES is done and over, and as you see, it's getting tighter. There is nothing left. And I really feel bad for this guy. Have a 20 million indicator on his chart, and he's still not seeing the party is over. And that's why the percentage of those amateur traders, they become higher and higher until the point they're going to be zero. You cannot keep hammering on the market, predicting the future based on just a couple of indicators anymore. Especially we are in 2020, and I've been saying every year, this year is going to be harder, and it's going to be harder and harder. Next year is going to be harder on this guy deny or recognize, has to have or comprehend the market and understand the tricks in the market. You know, publicly, we should not be doing this in the public. We should have kept it to our traders. But we are comfortable. We have enough clients. We are okay. So don't get mad at yourself or thinking that you're not smart enough to do manual trade and you need to refuge to the auto trade. No, no, no. It's just you've been using the wrong tools. Does not mean you've been using the wrong gears, and it does not mean there is something wrong with you, or don't be down. And that's why 95% of the automated traders, they think they cannot handle it because they cannot trade. The reality is they have not tried to trade with the proper instruments, because if they did, I will never let an auto trade. I will never let myself be at the mercy of the auto trade if I cannot control the stop loss and the trailing stop and managing the auto trade. I will never stay at the mercy of any auto trade, whether it's mine or the signal or some, because God gave us a little brain to say, hey buddy, this is enough, for today. The ES is done, it's finished, there's nothing. And look at the NASDAQ, it's the same story. I mean, you have to be plus minus couple takes, but it's the same story. Here's your target too, it's done, profit taken. And actually the YM hit the target 3 for today. That's mean there is nothing left for this afternoon session on the long side. It's finished. So if we look on the Russell, is already hit the target, and this one here is still daydreaming on the CL. There is nothing on the YM. We're still on that trade, but this trade is just dying a trade. There is nothing in there. So, folks, there is nothing left. Honestly, there is nothing left from now to 12 o'clock. There is no use to sit down here and looking and empty charts. They're not going to be making money from now to 12 o'clock. It's not my chart, but the market is done. It's over, So nothing to do. There is no YouTube tomorrow. It will be on Thursday. And please don't be stubborn today. I don't know if things gonna change after 12. I don't have a crystal ball to see what is gonna happen at 12 o'clock, but I can guarantee you from now to 12 o'clock, if you're gonna poke with that market, you're gonna lose money. And it's over. It's done. The party is over. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and see you all on Thursday. And I want to say thank you very much for all the email from those traders. I find out basic knowledge that were not aware of it from Friday, and I was shocked to read some traders that did not even know about basic stuff. They should have been. And what amazed me, they've been around for a very long time, and they have purchased a lot of products somewhere else. And I don't see how the others has not covered the basic for those traders, and kept them lost and a dilemma, and could be from the trader side. I should not blame anyone. Could be because we have experienced that. We ran the room for 7 years and non-stop, and we had a room, and everybody was welcome to it until somebody come in, and it was free. They didn't like it, running the room for 7 years free. So anyway, but I experienced that. We have some traders, when we were have a trading room, they sit down, read a magazine, waiting on us to call a trade for them, but they were not interested in learning. Could be that happened, but I was surprised with those emails to see there is a lot of traders, they don't even have covered the basic about future trading, and that is very scary when you are going live. This is not a place to go live with the real money if you don't know what you're doing. God bless you all, and see you all on Thursday. Bye for now.